welcome to my series, What the F is Going On, where together we learn what the F is going on in the world. It's Saturday, July 11th, and the news looks like somebody hit shuffle on a really weird playlist. In Washington, Donald Trump is still treating the stock market like his personal scoreboard. This week he literally rang the opening bell from the Oval Office because nothing says independent markets like the president hitting start like it's a casino. At the same time, Fed officials are openly fretting about inflation and hinting they're ready to hike interest rates again if prices don't calm down, which is great news if you enjoy higher credit card bills as a lifestyle. The administration also finalized a rule that weakens protections for threatened species, stripping language meant to keep big projects from wrecking wildlife habitats. So if you're an animal in America right now, the official message is, have you tried not being threatened? In a different corner of the government, Trump just fired the last 3 members of the Election Assistance Commission, the tiny agency that helps run elections in the states, which is sort of like pulling the referees off the field right before kickoff. Over in Congress, 4 U.S. senators say they've reached a deal with the Trump administration on new Russia sanctions legislation and expect to roll it out soon. Trump, meanwhile, says he will not sign a bipartisan housing affordability bill he calls a big yawn, but the measure can still become law without his signature, proving even boredom can't stop rent from being expensive. On the justice front, the DOJ charged a self-identified white supremacist in Pennsylvania after he allegedly threatened a member of Congress, Muslims, transgender people, and Democrats. In Mississippi, a grieving mother is begging for her answers after her son, a young black man, was found unalived on an island following a 4th of July trip with 3 white friends, a case now under intense scrutiny from civil rights groups and local authorities. The economic and regulatory news keeps coming. The FAA is extending a 10% cut in flights at Chicago O'Hare for another year to ease congestion. So if you thought that the airport couldn't get more chaotic, good news, it will just be a slightly more organized chaos. The Justice Department filed a proposed Clean Water Act settlement with the owner of the Keystone Pipeline over its 2022 Kansas rupture, while the Commerce Department loosened export rules to make it easier to send certain military items, AI chips, and satellites to the UAE. Trump says the U.S. agreed to Iran's request to keep talking, even as he declares last month's ceasefire over after a week where Gulf tankers and U.S. sites traded fire before a rare day of no reported attacks yesterday. And in the fun part of geopolitics, Spain just set up a World Cup semifinal with France after a late 2-1 win over Belgium, lining up a blockbuster showdown with Mbappe and Dallas on July 14th. If you're keeping score, that means America is currently hosting a clash of football empires while also arguing over sanctions, elections, and oil all at the same time. That's what the F is going on today.